Hello you all, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video. And so your girl is hitting out with another video. I'm trying to get as many videos as I can recorded because I'm trying to make up for the lost time. And so if y'all see me hitting back to back with these videos, just know that your girl is in a productive mood, okay? So I wanted to make a video topic about this. This was the video that I actually wanted to record New Year's Eve, but I was having so many technical difficulties, okay? But I feel like this is the perfect time for me to record this video. Y'all see the title. Show up is the best version of yourself in 2025, okay? The reason why I did that haul is because I wanted to start off the new year as a way to kind of say to you, like, take care of yourself this year. Pamper yourself, treat yourself. Think about yourself this year, okay? It's all about you. And really, that was me basically coming to give y'all an idea of what I'm going to be getting more into on my channel, okay? I've been doing all these deep spirituality videos. And so I feel like sometimes it's okay to take a little step back and do the things that you enjoy and take care of yourself. It's not you being selfish. Once you got children, of course, I'm not saying and be selfish. If you got kids and you know you got to take care of your kids now. But I'm saying, like, after you are done taking care of everybody else, then you take care of yourself too, is basically what I'm trying to say. For the ones that don't have children, I guess it's okay for you to be a little bit selfish. But this is just basically me coming to kind of motivate y'all to kick off the new year with a fresh start. Show up as your best self this year. You want to go after the happiness that you deserve, the peace that you deserve, the opportunity that you deserve. When you show up for yourself, you are going to have those opportunities handed to you. And so this is me basically saying, like, and let me just say this before I even get into this video, because I have talked about on my channel a while back that how you show up in the world is extremely important. Now, let me just say this. I'm not saying making this video to be offensive to nobody and none of that, okay? Please, your sister come in love with this advice. I do not want this message to come across the wrong way, so let me explain to you what I mean. Show up as your best self. You know how when we go to church they say come as you are. Now in this instance where I say show up as your best self, meaning show up, okay? Whatever that means to you. When I say show up, I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean by showing up for yourself. Show up for yourself so that you can be able to get those opportunities that you have been wishing for, the opportunities that you have been praying and dreaming about. Life is what you make it. Life is what you imaginations. What we used to do back in the day, we used to watch some cartoons. We used to watch the Disney fairy tale movies, and the princess had everything she wanted, the queen had everything she wanted because she showed up a certain kind of way. And so that's just basically what I mean by showing up as the best version of yourself this year. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to hear from others that you have to take a step back and take some time out for yourself. Go to that Bath and Body Works and annual sale and pamper yourself this year. Treat yourself. It is okay for you to treat yourself, especially when we out here, we working hard. We doing whatever we can to make ends meet, to make it happen. Okay, I understand, I know. When we out here grinding, we getting it. Sometimes we may get to a certain point to where we forget about ourselves, and y'all already know I always got to come and give a personal testimony behind my advice videos, so don't nobody ever feel targeted or attacked. Trust me, your girl come and speak from experience. But, and I got another story to him about a family member of mine. You know, she is no longer here, may she rest in peace. But I remember I had a conversation with her one time. Sometimes we are too busy worried about other people, looking out for other people, trying to make sure they straight, trying to make sure they have what they need, and we tend to kind of neglect ourselves. And so basically this one particular family member of mine, she had a heart of gold. You know what I'm saying? She was always, what they say, breaking her neck for everybody, doing everything for everybody else. And I just always see how she never really took time for herself. It was plenty of times where we would sit down and talk, because she always felt comfortable to just call to me and talk to me, and we just had little girl talks with each other. But she used to always say something to me that really stuck out to me that I want to put in this video. She's always saying, I'm always doing stuff for everybody. I'm always doing this. I'm always doing that. I want to be able to go out on a nice date sometimes. I want somebody to ask me out. Because I remember one particular time She will make the plans. She will book the vacation. She will plan the itinerary. She will pay for everybody. Okay, she is that type of person. You are the type of person that you always make sure that you take care of everybody. Like, I remember one year we went to Six Flags. She paid for everybody. And it was just like, I was just seeing so much that she was doing for people. And this is a whole thing of why I feel like it's important for you to show up as your best self, you know, in this year. Meaning taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, just looking out for you sometimes. It's not selfish, looking out for yourself. And I feel like a lot of people kind of get that misconstrued and confused sometimes, that when you're doing certain things for yourself, that means that you're putting too much focus on yourself. No, it's okay with treating yourself and taking care of yourself sometimes. And I kind of noticed this with this one particular family member of mine, where I had seen certain instances where she was at her breaking point. I remember one particular time we had went to a steakhouse, and like I said, she always the one that planning things. She always the one that's pulling out her wallet to pay for things, doing this, doing it. It's just like, come on now, treat yourself, focus on yourself, okay? Do something for yourself, which I started noticing that she was doing a lot more. But I remember we was in the car going on the way back home, and she was telling me, she was like, because we was always talking about men and dating, she was always saying like, well, I want somebody to ask me out on a date sometimes. I want somebody to think of me. And when she said it, I felt kind of sad for her, because when you kind of put everybody else's needs before yourself, you kind of put yourself in a position to get mistreated and used by people. Some of y'all need to hear this message. Some of y'all need to know it's time for you to look out for you, okay? It's time for you to show up as the best version of yourself in every level in your life. But one thing I could say, I'm sitting here thinking about, I'm actually getting kind of sad, because she was a person that she just did so much for so many different people, and just to see her leave the way she did, it just really wasn't settled with my spirit, you know, because it was just like, she showed up and did so much for so many different people throughout her life, and I have been a witness to this. You know how you see certain people and they always doing stuff for other people, you have to stop this person, let this person know, like, no, let them do that themselves. Like, stop trying to do everything for everybody else. You can't spoon feed nobody. You can't let them figure out their own problem. Let them do their own thing. Y'all know how y'all ever came across people like that before, to where they just always doing stuff for other people. But it was just so sad for me to see how the situation came about, because it was like when she passed away, when I went to her funeral, I remember it was a limited capacity because of COVID restrictions. It was just so sad, because it was just like, she was there for so many different people throughout her life, and at her funeral, nobody was showing up like that, like how she was showing up for them. I'm not gonna get emotional, y'all, you know, but it was just like, I just remember how many talks I had with her, and I wanted to make a point to say this, because when you kind of, it's always there for everybody else, and you're not really taking time for yourself, it kind of wear on you mentally, spiritually, physically, all of that. Stress really does a lot to you. And so just thinking back on her, like, where she was always doing stuff for other people, I never really, it was like, she was just one of those type of people that you would have to force her to do something for herself, like, buy yourself this, that is, because me and her used to do a lot of shopping together, and I was just always trying to get her hyped up to, you know, just buy that purse, buy them shoes, buy that, because she was just always just doing stuff for other people. She was always working all the time. It was like she gave her entire life to her job, and it was just so much of an eye-opening experience for me, something that I will never forget, that showing up as the best version of yourself is important. Because when you take care of yourself, and like I said, I'm not coming to say this to be offensive or nothing like that, but when you show up as the best version of yourself, people are going to take you seriously, okay? When you take care of yourself, people are going to be willing and open to take care of you, to do things for you. And this is not waiting on you hand and foot, stuff like, I'm not talking about that. It's just sometimes it's okay to let others treat you. Sometimes it's okay to pamper yourself. Sometimes it's okay to let other people do certain things for you, other than you always being the one doing something for everybody else. And that's why I wanted to come and I make that haul in the beginning of the year, to kind of let y'all know what I was going to be more so getting into this year. I'm getting more so into myself this year. You know, last year, And the year before that, I was really working on my channel, doing the groundwork, doing the spiritual inner work, being on my spiritual journey. I'm always on my spiritual journey. I'm not ever going to stop making spirituality content because that's what really grew my channel. But this year, I want to do something a little different. We are going to be getting more into self. Okay? And taking care of yourself. It is okay to take yourself shopping. It is okay to go get your hair done. It's okay to get your nails done, your makeup. It's okay to think about yourself sometimes. And I just wanted to come and talk about this because I feel like a lot of ladies need to hear this, because sometimes when we are doing so many things for other people, we kind of forget the fact that we are neglecting ourselves. When you get so used to doing something, you get comfortable in it, you don't tend to notice it, but other people do. And so you might have had these couple of people maybe come and tell you like, look, why is you working on your day off? Why is you picking up people extra shifts? That's the thing. When you pamper yourself and you take care of yourself, and you do not step up and take on the slack of nobody else, it don't matter what's going on. I got a lot going on right now. I can't cover for you. I cannot come in. The manager and supervisor got you on speed down because they already know that you're going to come and pick up the shift. They ain't gave you no raise yet. They want you to do all the work around the job. They're not appreciating you because, and I'm sorry to say this, it is because you are not taking care of yourself. You are not putting yourself first. People are always looking to you for help. People are always looking to you as their go-to to pick up the slack for other people because you are putting everybody else's needs before your own. You are not thinking about yourself. You are not taking care of yourself. Okay? Show up as your best self this year for 2025. It don't have to be a consistent everyday thing, but sometimes it is okay for you to take care of yourself and think about yourself first. This video topic is extremely important. This is something that has been resting on my spirit for a nice little minute. I just wasn't sure of when I was supposed to put it out, but New Year's is the one. It is okay for you to take care of you. I just seen so many instances, so many different people to where they're always putting themselves last. You want people to take you serious. You want to be able to get those opportunities. You don't want to just dream about it. You want to make it a reality. You are not selfish for thinking about yourself. And that's something that I want y'all to remember for the year 2025. It is okay to take care of yourself. I'm going to keep saying it throughout the video. Y'all going to get tired of me saying it because I really want this to be ingrained and embedded in y'all mind that it is okay to show up for yourself sometimes. And so when you go step out in the world, people know, okay, he loved himself. She loved herself because of how she showed up. I want to give her this job opportunity. I want to give her this business deal. I want to give her this. I want to give her that. How many of y'all have noticed the certain changes in your life when you started to think about yourself? How many changes have you started to notice in your life? So many things that just have been handed to you because of how you showed up. Remember that when you look good, you feel good. It is nothing wrong with looking good every once in a while. And you're doing it for yourself. You ain't doing it for nobody else. You ain't doing it for approval of no man, no friends, nobody. You're doing it for yourself. And people are going to want to give things to you. You know what I'm saying? That thing that you've been dreaming about the most. Them moves you've been wanting to make. Financially, spiritually, physically, mental, all that type of stuff. It is going to become a reality this year if you choose to show up for yourself more. Putting yourself first and not accepting BS treatment from people. Not accepting the bare minimum is how you show up. Because a lot of people may think that because I'm coming and talking about showing up for yourself, they mean physically. No, this is all the way around the board. This is what you are willing to tolerate, what you are willing to accept. If you keep accepting the bare minimum, that is what you are going to continue to get, okay? Please believe that. You are going to be so disappointed in yourself. And see, this is the thing, because I have seen this situation play out so many different times with people to where they don't really show up for themselves and they just be going through this like getting a bare minimum, basically getting crumbs, and they're getting upset because they're not getting what they really want. Okay, you know that's not what you really want. You know you want more. It's okay to ask for what you want sometimes too. You don't gotta be big and nothing like that, but It's okay to ask for what it is that you want. If you want a raise, ask for that. If you want a different position within your job company, ask for that. If you want something different within your romantic relationship more, ask for that. Nobody is going to be able to read your man and know what it is that you want. But a lot of times when you show up for yourself, you don't even have to say nothing. People are going to know. Oh yeah, okay, she ain't even got to ask me for it. Here you go. Wait. Oh, you said you wanted this, you wanted that. Oh, okay, here you go. Because of how you showed up for yourself. How many of y'all have felt that burden being lifted up off of you? If y'all hear something in the background, those are my children, they playing that game. You ever felt like you had a burden lifted up off of you because you chose to just focus on yourself? And see, this is the one thing I wanted to say that a lot of y'all are afraid of stepping into showing up as your best self. A lot of y'all are worried about the judgments and opinions of other people, what people are going to think about you. When you choose to think about yourself, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that because they're going to think that I'm selfish. They're going to feel like, well, I've been doing this and doing that for them all this time, but now all of a sudden I wanted to make some changes in my life. I wanted to consider my needs first. Everybody else's feelings and needs go on the back burner. When it comes to you, you should always put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to come and say this because I feel like a lot of people need to hear this, because it's just so many people that you could tell that they want more out of life, but they're just settling for the bare minimum. Some people can tell that because you are choosing not to show up for yourself, these always seem to be the type of people that they don't care how they treat you. And this is just me being on the outside looking in on certain situations with certain people. When you don't show up for yourself, people are not going to care how they treat you. They're not going to care how they talk to you. These will always be the type of people that's always got their hand out asking for something. And they already know that you are always going to say yes because you are always putting everybody else's needs before yourself. You ain't been to the nail salon, I don't know how long. You ain't been to get your hair done, I don't know how long. You ain't took yourself out to eat, I don't know how long. You ain't did nothing really for yourself. And people have took notice of this. And so they treat you how they see you. And I know this is probably going to be hard for a lot of people to hear, but y'all know I'm going to always come and keep it real with y'all on my channel. I am not coming to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm not doing it. This is not how we start off the new year. Y'all, I'm coming to tell y'all, I'm not coming with that kind of energy. But people are going to treat you how they see you. Okay? And that's just the hard reality. This is the type of world we live in. And so you want to be able to take advantage of whatever it is that is out here. Take advantage of this life. We are taking life by the horns for the year 2025. We are going after what we want, and we are thinking about ourselves. Do not worry about what nobody is going to think about you. This is your life. When you are dead and gone, the only person you're going to have to answer to is the Lord. Another thing I wanted to put in too, building your relationship with the Lord, your spiritual beliefs and things like that. Y'all know I'm a firm believer in the Lord. But it is okay for you to take care of yourself in that aspect too. This is another thing I kind of noticed with people that they don't really show up for themselves. You can kind of tell, but do not be so holier than thou that you are no earthly good. People, and I'm telling y'all, I'm speaking from experience, things that I have witnessed with other people are going to take advantage of you more when it comes to your spiritual beliefs as well, being on your walk with Christ, because they see you as being this kind, sweethearted person. And they take your kindness for weakness because of your belief in the Lord. And so you want to show up for yourself as well in that arena too. Yeah, I'm a believer in the Lord, but I still know what it is that I want. I still love myself. I still take care of myself too. That's okay. It's okay to still show up for yourself and being on your walk with Christ too. This don't have to be a consistent thing, but just sometimes just think about yourself for once. It was just some other things that I kind of wanted to talk about in this video. I want to touch on when it comes to getting certain opportunities, like you want to get this certain job, you want to start this certain business, you just want better treatment in life. It all goes into how you show up for yourself. Okay, some people they're not going to be able to accept it and just hear it for what it is, but I gotta come and keep it real with y'all. Like, it's all about how you show up in life. How you show up for yourself is extremely important. You know what I'm saying? People are going to treat you how you treat yourself. Okay, I kind of want to touch on relationships a little bit too, because I was kind of just thinking back situation with a certain person. Now, the last video I did with the haul, I had said in that video that I told the dude that was trying to holler at me, I told him that I had a man. I was lying. Okay, y'all know how us ladies be when we ain't interested in the dude. We'll lie within the frequency and say that we got a man. Okay, I got a man. He said I'm not trying to hit it. Okay, I got a man. I'm not trying to hit it. Y'all know that song back in the day. Okay, but yeah, just when it comes to that, if you are a woman out here and you are trying to date or something like that, because I was just thinking about a certain situation with a person where they came to me with advice with something like this, because I just remember when we was out at dinner, they said something about, oh girl, you always getting asked out on dates, you always getting this, you always getting that. I don't know what, I can't remember what it was I told her, y'all, but it all goes into how you show up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? When it's potential romantic partner or whoever it is that you may be seeking or maybe seeking you, when he see how you take it, or she, okay, because this can go both ways. This don't necessarily have to be to the woman, but I'm speaking mainly for the women because that's what my analytics is telling me, that I have all female audience. Okay, so I'm speaking to the ladies and the men as well. But when a person see how you take care of yourself, they are going to be willing to do more things for you. They're going to take you seriously. Okay, this ain't no superficial vain type of thing, but it's just like, when you love on yourself and you take care of yourself, it's going to wear and show on the outside. It's going to wear on your spirit too, you know? I didn't want to come make this a physical thing tonight, but it has a little bit to do with physical, okay? That's why I feel like it's important to pamper yourself sometimes and treat yourself to some nice things, you know? When you are taking care of yourself, people are going to want to do things for you. Everybody want to be pampered and treated every now and then. Anybody come and tell you they don't, they're lying. Everybody wants to be treated like royalty at some point in their life. So it's nothing wrong with it. And so yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about with y'all tonight. I didn't want to come and keep y'all for too long. Y'all know how I be with my videos. Sometimes I be rambling. I just be going on and I just be really, I don't even be looking at the time. I just be talking. But I just want to come and talk to y'all tonight. I haven't really did a New Year's video for y'all, and I feel like this is my New Year's video right here. I said that I was going to talk about celibacy, and I was going to talk about sobriety, you know, getting rid of drugs and alcohol. Matter of fact, that's probably going to be the next video, because I just had a certain situation come about that was actually kind of upsetting to me, that I feel like it's really called on my spirit to talk about this one thing specifically. So if you are looking for a video about sobriety, then you want to stay tuned for my next video. And then after that, we're going to talk about celibacy. I have been on a celibacy journey, if you guys do not know by now. I'm telling you now, in 2025. I have been on a celibacy journey, and we're going to talk about that in my next video. That's another part of showing up for yourself, taking care of yourself, okay? All of it is internal. But yeah, we are just going to leave it off on that. And we are going to get into those topics next time. But all in all, show up as the best version of yourself this year. Take care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. And that is how I'm going to leave the video, okay? So hopefully I got something in the video. Hopefully it helped you in some way. Continue to protect your soul and spirit. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.